we're doing, fam. I'm with Princey. Tell him what we're doing.
Yo, welcome back to Don't Be Shy. We've got a very special guest today, man. A100. Make sure you go check out his channel. Make sure you go check out his new release, TMZ. What you saying, like, yeah?
There, man. Just ready for the new year, innit?
That's what we're at to, yeah? So, first and foremost, what got you into music?
To be honest, probably my love of music from a kid growing up. Like, I've always been in touch with music. It's just always done something for me. If I'm mad, I'm upset, man can just listen to some music, and then it's always just resonated with me different. I think then it's just not just music to me, something special to me.
So, when did you start music? Like, obviously, you said you started music before you actually released.
Yeah.
So, when was your first release, or when was the first time you wrote bars, would you say, if you can remember?
Probably the first time I ever wrote bars was probably like 2019.
Okay.
And I'll never forget my nigga Muller, shout Muller. He was like, yo, blood, you need to drop music. But I wasn't even looking to be a rapper these times. You know what I'm saying? I was just doing it for the fun. Man, them used to go studio, drink, smoke, yo, drop tracks. Everybody's rhyming. Man was telling me, yo, you hard. Dropped my first track probably 2020, 2021 times. And then, yeah, the rest was history from there.
Public Enemy.
Public Enemy, yeah. That one done good, man. A lot of people still rock with that one today.
So you see that first track, why did you choose the area? Was that, did that mean something to you?
Yeah, that area was obviously where me and the guys kind of, wouldn't really say grew up, but we chilled there. It was kind of center where everyone was at. And yeah, like everybody knows if you drive past that corner, you'll see me or the man them back them times there. So it's for, like, that's the block, innit? Cabin, Mally's on the corner. Man was just there, so it just made sense to show, man. There's no point in putting on no facade and, you know, showing something I'm not doing. I show them how man's living in it on the block.
So where are you from? For obviously those who don't know.
Chapel Town, Leeds City.
Okay, and what was it like growing up for you?
Growing up was all right. You know, I can't really complain. I had a good childhood. I moved out of Chapel Town when I was about 10 to like a white area, which was different, but made a lot of friends up there, different kind of people. So I'm tapped in with a lot of different kind of people, and I moved back to the hood when I was like 15, 16.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, just quick question now, innit? It's gonna make it a quick one now. So, the people that don't know, on some of your bars, you talk about going away. You know what I mean? So, the people that don't know, what do you mean when you say we went away?
So obviously I had a little time to serve. Yeah, I went to jail. When did I go to jail? 2022. But I was in DCAT, open jail, so I was coming home monthly, still dropping music. A lot of people didn't realize, like, is it out? Is it still in jail? But I was just kind of utilizing my 5 days home out of the jail to do something I enjoy and I'm trying to take serious, and I was still dropping music that way.
Oh, so how long did you go away for?
I'd done just under 2.5 years, so I got early release.
Okay, is that part of the scheme and that?
Yeah, the overpopulated prisons, so yeah, I got 70-day early release, can't complain.
Okay. So how did that feel? Like, obviously, you being away for just under 2.5 and obviously getting told you're coming home early. Did you feel like it was real? Did you?
Yeah, do you know what it is? Like, after so long, I wouldn't say I was settled in jail and I was content with it, but I was used to it. Do you know what I mean? Like, you blink and then a week's gone by, so come by the time I got told I was getting out early, it was just like, rah, time's finally here, and it's coming around sooner than I expected. So it was a good feeling. I was quite anxious because you kind of prepare yourself for a day and that month, and you think, yeah, I'm out, and then boom, next thing you know, I'm getting out 2 months early. I'm thinking, right, have I really got things in place? Am I going to be ready for when I'm home? And, you know, so, but yeah, man, I was grateful for that 70 days early release.
Yeah. So before going in, like, sentencing, like, how did you feel when it came up to the time to get said? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, sentencing was something, man, because my solicitor anyway, she always tried to tell me big numbers. So when I did get my sentence, it made her look like she did good for me. She used to tell me like 10 to 10 to 12 years, we might be able to appeal it if it goes into double figures. So in the back of my mind, I thought, yeah, I'm getting a bird here. Do you know what I mean? But I ended up getting a 6 with 25% off. Half of that, all of that came out to just under 2.5 years. So
Okay. So what was your mindset while you was actually in there? Like, did you feel, obviously you released music before you've gone in, did you feel like people are going to forget about me, or did you use it as, I'm going to have to go harder when I come home?
yeah, of course. I think when I first got arrested, went to jail, I thought like, yeah, cool, you're just going to get forgotten about. And it happens, man. You go to jail, people follow a trend, yeah, free my nigga. But these are the same man that don't send you no money. They don't check for your youths on road. They don't check for your parents. So yeah, like I just kind of adapted to my surroundings. I landed there and I just thought, can't be mad at the things you can't change. Get me that door shuts. I can't go nowhere. So why am I going to be sat there stressed and mad? So after a while, you just kind of get used to it. Like, you're ready for bang up on the night. You're ready to go sleep. You're in a good routine, do you know what I mean? And then that's why the time kind of flies. If you sat there stressed, thinking, when am I getting out? Time's going to go along. You just kind of got to embrace it, as fuckery as it is. Got to embrace it and just, yeah.
So the first 24 hours, how did that feel? Do you know what I mean?
First 24 hours. Boy, it was just a weird mix of emotions. Anxiety, in a weird way, kind of exciting. Yeah, like overwhelming because it's a new environment. You're around a bag of new men. No diddy. Yeah, blood, like it was weird. It was a weird one. But after a while, like I said, you just get used to it and you've just got to accept the fact that, yo, I'm here. And because I was on remand, obviously, when I first got locked up, I didn't know how long I was going to be on remand, when I was going to get sentenced. So, yeah, man just embraced it. Literally.
So you see, like when you've come home and your mind just being fully set, like, yo, this is what I want to do, that take this rap thing.
Yeah, 100%. Obviously, when I went to jail, like a couple people here and there that already knew about my music, wasn't really dropping and taking music seriously before I went to jail. But the odd man here and there be like, yo, I used to listen to your music. Music's hard, no. So I thought, all right, cool. Man can get recognized in jail. Like, people are still rocking with man. Came home on the home visits. I'm dropping music. People are rocking with me even more now. You get me? So, yeah, like... Yeah, but people are rocking with man in it. So
Yeah, that's what it is. Would you say going to jail was a blessing in disguise? Obviously, you never ever want to be in that position and you don't want anyone else to be. But in the sense of you change your mindset, coming home hungrier.
Yeah, 100%. Like, I mean, that's what I always tell people. Like, I made a positive out of a negative. Like, I went jail, I got my mind right, I was training, eating better, had a better train of thought. It just kind of put me in a tunnel vision to make me realize what's important, you know. And until you kind of have that shock and that wake up call, you just kind of, you're in a drift. You're just kind of floating with the people. Don't have that motivation until they go to a place like jail and think, rah, like, these are the only people that had me. These are the things that I care about. I need to be doing these things. So yeah, it was a blessing in disguise. Like, I just took it as a lesson. That's all. Can't be mad. It's time that I'll never get back. But I did also develop and progress whilst I was in jail.
So, like, what do you think of, obviously, you said you came home from Cat D, and when you was using your time wisely in terms of releasing music, recording. What do you think about, obviously, music being released now from prison and obviously people are blowing from it?
I think it's mad. Like, you've got your K Money, Mans Malone's, KB. Obviously, she should have been blown a long time ago. But in a way, I feel like it's kind of sad also because people don't really take you in as much, like, as to opposed to somebody rapping on the roads, to opposed to somebody rapping in a cell. It's the whole people glamorize it, and yeah, people take you in a little bit more, I feel like. And yeah, man, I feel like there's a lot of good rappers behind the doors, man. They need to release a lot of them as well.
So do you feel like, on what you're saying, do you feel like they would have got the same love if they was on road?
I wouldn't say the same love, nah. Nah, I feel like people being in jail rapping, people are more prone to take them in, like I said, as opposed to people just rapping on the roads. You know what I mean?
feel like that's because even JLM has got that persona that, yo, what he's rapping is lived it. Rappy. That some people that just rap, you don't really know if they've lived it or not. So, as well, do you know the audience? Do you feel like you want to get more of a female audience as well? Like switch it up a bit.
I think with the female audience, like that will come over time. I've obviously got some female listeners anyway, but when I start making music more for the ladies, you know, for the ladies' ears, then I feel like it will come.
Well, so you got some love songs.
I've got some love songs. I need to remaster some love songs. Luca, I need to remaster a couple of love songs, but like right now I'm just trying to stick to my style and make people understand my style before I start branching out into different things, and then people are confused. Well, what kind of rapper is he? What kind of, you know what I'm saying? So as long as people kind of know my sound, then I can start doing things for the girl, for different kind of audiences.
So what would you say is your sound like? Like for people who never listened to A1 before, what should they expect to hear?
Probably Detroit beats and me talking some cheeky shit 9 times out of 10. Like, you know, you hear the Detroit and it's just kind of like, it's like the rap of drill kind of. It's heavy beat, heavy bass, a lot going on in the beats, and then yeah, it's like kind of fast paced rapping. And I'd say that's my style, like Detroit beats.
Okay, so was it a Detroit beat on your recent?
No, the recent one was actually a beat that was remastered from Shoreline Mafia. So that's like, they're like West Coast kind of beats, Bay Area kind of beats. It wasn't actually a Detroit beat, but it's still the same kind of hard hitting, fast kind of beats, you know. As long as it's heavy bass, then people can kind of get the, you know, that's my style.
Because I feel like personally, since you've come home, I feel like everyone can see your work rate has improved. Like it come like at one point you're releasing every 6 weeks. Yeah. Like you just see that.
I was like I said, in open jail. Every time I came home, I'm hitting up Luca, shout Luca, like, yo, I'm trying to shoot, I'm trying to get in the studio. So yeah, like I'm just trying to boost the work rate, and then once I get more content out there, it's what people need, it's what people want.
So what do you feel like the North needs? Do you know what I mean? Because we all know South well about these rappers. You could name 10, 50. What do you feel like the North need to do?
To be honest, I don't think the North needs anything. Like, it's very crowded anyway. And I'm not saying there's no space in the game for rappers. There's always space, but Leeds especially needs more of people tapping into the engineering sides of things. Like, there's too many rappers and not enough engineering. Like, people don't realize, like, cool, you sit down, you learn engineering, producing. You're pulling in more bread than most of these rappers. Now, you get me? You're going to be you're charging for hours on sessions or studio, or you need a song mastering. So for me, I feel like Leeds just needs more engineering and producing and not more rappers.
What do you think of like the music in Leeds?
The music in, I don't know, man. I think music in Leeds, like, there's some very good rappers in Leeds, but I just feel like people aren't either consistent enough or they don't get the recognition they deserve. Like, the hood is full of crabs in a bucket. You get me? People go up, people don't want to see you go up, try to pull you down. So I just feel like it just needs more support. And this is the reason why Leeds don't really go nowhere. You know, Brum, Manny, we've all got people we can name from them kind of places. Leeds, there ain't nobody in Leeds that people are really going to mention.
Hopefully not for long though.
Hopefully not for long. Hopefully my name will be ringing bells soon, man. For real.
For real. Serious work, mate. So, just another one. So, since you've come out and you're making music, so like the next 6 to 12 months with the music scene, like where do you want to, like, what have you got in line the next 6 to 12 months?
I've got probably one more drop before the end of the year, and then going into the new year, I'm gonna be looking at dropping a mixtape EP. I feel like I need like a solid body of work for people just to, you know, listen to and take me in. And yeah, just more like projects, I'd say, rather than just dropping freestyles, more structured songs like choruses, hooks. Because my style is pretty much like, it's freestyle the whole way, you get me? Just rapping, just a verse. I don't really do hooks, no choruses. So yeah, just try and tap into just different different things and come out of my comfort zone.
Okay. You got any features coming up?
I've done tracks with other people, but I've got one track that's in the works with Cav. Shout out Cav and Kingsy. And that should probably be getting dropped in the new year.
Okay. So you see your mixtape, like, what will it mean to the people that have not heard, the new listeners? What will it mean? Like, is it a trilogy? Like,
I would say like I'm going to keep it all relevant, like all the songs kind of relevant and make them to do with each other. I'm not just gonna just drop a mixtape or EP with just random songs. I'm gonna try and, like I say, have some kind of structure in the EP so it kind of hits a bit different and make people think, oh, he's saying this, and you know, making correlation between the tracks and stuff like that. So I'm just trying to do things different, whatever's gonna grab people's attention.
Okay. What do you think of, like, obviously a lot of people are making moves on TikTok, obviously that being a quite new platform. What do you think about TikTok? Like, obviously a lot of people say TikTok rappers. What do you think about that whole platform?
At first, for me, when I heard about TikTok, I was getting told to go on TikTok before I went jail. I was just kind of breezing it off, man. Like, I just thought, what, TikTok? I'm not no dancing ass nigga. I'm not gonna go up on TikTok and start doing no. That's not me. Like, I don't do that. So, but then I've come home and I'm realizing, like, managers, people in the music industry, they're saying, if you want to blow with music, content, it's a big thing. And TikTok's probably one of the best platforms to be putting your content on. I'll be putting stuff on TikTok and then weeks later it's still getting reposted and liked, commented, shared. Like, so I feel like TikTok is definitely the way forward for artists. There's a lot of new artists on there that are blowing up.
So obviously you making progression in the sense of you've adapted and now you're on TikTok and you're making content. Could like any way possible in future you'll be dancing on TikTok?
I don't know. Ain't gonna catch me dancing. You gotta pay me some big money to catch me dancing on TikTok, but I ain't never gonna pick up a phone and set it up and start dancing into the camera. Not happening.
so you want to come out your comfort zone, you know what I mean? Stuff like that.
I ain't trying to cancel myself. I can't dance, so I ain't gonna start.
Nah, so recently we've seen that you was down south with Nina. So how did that come align?
So my brother, Buds and Buns, shout Buds and Buns. He does a lot of festivals, let's say. He's a vendor, and he got invited to Nines' opening for his last album, like a barbecue. And yeah, man just went down there, enjoyed the vibes, met Nina. Yeah, but that was my brother, man. My brother brought me in, man.
Nah, that's good stuff. So obviously, what was it like meeting Nina? Because obviously, for me, from young, he's one of the rappers I've listened to from early.
Yeah.
So, and he's one of the greats when you talk about trap music, should you say? And
100%.
so, yeah, how did it feel?
For me, meeting Nina, like you say, like he's one of the greats. Like growing up, Nines was probably one of the UK artists that I listened to the most. So, and everybody knows that listens to Nines. Like, he seems like a cool brother when he raps, his whole aura. And that's what he's like in person. He was humble. He just come, me and my brother, and it's just smoking weed with man, flexing with my man for like half an hour. Like, he wasn't in a rush. He wasn't trying to just palm man off. So, same time, I'm not trying to fanboy. Obviously, ask for a picture. But yeah, man, I was just cooling with my man. And also, I wasn't really going to come to him and be like, yo, boom, I do music. Like, this was his event. He ain't trying to hear of no upcoming rappers. So I just kept it moving and just kept it like, but my man's a humble brother. Good brother.
Okay. So have you licked up anyone else like down south that you'd like?
Down south? No, not down south. I've been tapping in with a lot of Brum, man. Definitely got some work coming up with some Brum, man. Unruly, Saint 12, them boy there. Other than that, down south, not really.
Okay, you see, since you've come out, this was one I asked earlier, like, how is it building relationships? And you see when people say they've got you, who don't really have you, like, how that leave your mental state?
For me, it's just words, innit? I take everything with a pinch of salt, and jail made me realise that, like, you can't take everything that people say seriously. Do you know what I mean? You only really got yourself in life. You know what I'm saying? So everything people say, yeah, I take it with a pinch of salt.
So obviously, you said you got some collabs coming with some Brum rappers.
who would you want to work with in Leeds? Who's on the scene right now that you're listening to? You're thinking, like, you get me? I could do something with them, whether they're on the chorus or, do you know what I mean?
Obviously, my nigga Muller, we've got a track, just needs sorting out anyway. But other than Leeds, I don't really think there's anybody in Leeds that I really want to work with or that really grabs my attention. There's no one really like that.
You think it's because different styles, or do you just feel like you just don't rate them?
Not even necessarily that I don't rate them, but I just feel like for me, like, I prefer to work independent. Okay. You know, obviously I do and I will be working with other people, but I feel like, not even in a big-headed way, like, my channel, my YouTube channel, it does good enough as it is. I don't need to bring anybody onto my channel or go onto anybody else's channel. Do you know what I mean? And that's not even me being big-headed. Right now, I just need to focus on what I need to do to get myself out there before I start considering, doing tracks with Red Tur. Do you know what I mean? I just need to focus on what I need to do first. Then the features and everything can come after.
So, I hit this up with the last people. I got 3 questions for you. Like, if you could work with one rapper in the world, who would it be?
It's a hard question, you know. Dead, alive.
Either, yeah. We'll do dead and alive then, go on.
Dead, it'd have to be Biggie, but he's kind of getting cancelled now because of this Diddy shit. But yeah, Notorious B.I.G. And then UK alive, it'd have to be Nines, but he stopped doing music now, so
Hey.
Nines or Scraps.
Scraps on me, the man from down south. So what producer would you like to, like, hit up with? Do you know what I mean? From, like, you've got your producers from up north, but, like,
I've got, obviously, up north, I've got, you know, Luca. That's who I've been in with through and throughout. I haven't really used any other producers. I used to use NG back in the day. Shout out NG. But I like to kind of just stick to the people that know how I rap. Like, I've been working with Luca for so long now. I don't even really have to tell him what to do. He knows how I want my shit mastered. And so for me, it's like, cool, I could branch out to these other people and put money in their pocket, but really and truly, I might not be happy with how they've produced my stuff. I've tapped in with other people from down south. Itchy, shout Itchy, Gotti. But it's just, for me, I'm just going to stick to my guns and stick to what I know and the people that know me. For now, anyway, until I do start branching out and going out of the city and then tapping in with different rappers and they've got their producers. Do you know what I mean? But for me right now, going into 2025, I just need to focus on what's going to get me the recognition that I need.
Oh. What would you say is your own favourite track?
My own favourite track? Definitely Came Home. Okay. Definitely Came Home. You mean my songs? Yeah, Came Home. Came Home is my song, man. That's my favourite song. Any of my songs, like, yeah, I fuck with all my songs, but I don't really be listening to my own music. Okay. The man them be putting on my music in the car, be like, yo, turn that off.
Why is that?
I don't know, you know, like, it's always been something like that for me. I've never really liked to listen to my own music. I make music for other people. Do you know what I mean? So I be dropping music, I'll be getting the video when it's ready, and then I rinse the fuck out of the video before I've even dropped it. I drop it on YouTube, and I don't even be watching it like that. I just be watching the views and the interaction. I don't even be listening to my own music like that.
Yeah, because me personally, I think TMZ is your best track. With that stuff, I feel like since, like, every track you're releasing is getting better and better and better. Yeah. So that clearly shows exactly what you're saying. Like, you're actually taking time and perfecting your craft there. Yeah. You're trying to see what works for you and what the listeners are liking. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, I fuck with that stuff. I feel like in the club, I feel like that's a banger as well. You know what I mean? Like, when that goes off in the club, that's a banger as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. In the club, done good numbers on TikTok. A lot of people using the sound and stuff. Like, yeah, man, In the Club done good. That was a good track, that.
Got the girls feeling nice in the club, innit?
Something like that.
Say, like, got a shorty, innit? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where you speak on the track, I see, shad now.
Yeah, I can't speak too much on that.
You can't shed that on that one.
No, we'll keep that one brief.
Okay.
Keep that one brief.
Hey, you can't take pictures of that one.
No, I can't paint pictures. Can't paint no pictures with that one. You get me? Whatever I hear in your music, you hear. You get me? That's just how it is.
Yeah. Do you hear the music? Why? Easy. Honestly, I've got a few more questions about doing a bit shy here.
It's cold, don't be shy, blood. Why moving shy?
Oh, about someone from the track TMZ. It's a lyric. Can we might as well use in it? You got a letter from the feds.
That's it. Yes, because touch base on the future, touch base on present, past as well.
Music's here. You got any quick fires? Quick fires. Ooh, maybe let's say this because I'm quick fire, you know. I mean, let's just go. Let's get 3 quick fires then. Quick fire.
Show me the question.
Yo, don't be shy, mate. Best thing, innit?
Should I ask one? Since you mentioned this is one about shorties. Did you have one while you was away? Like, yeah, so how was that like for you? Obviously, because it sounds like you had a positive mindset, but how was that dealing with it? Because I heard a lot of people go through drama.
You still got time to serve.
Yeah.
I know people are listening to that. They want to know what's going on.
Well, that's first episode back with the podcast. I hope you all enjoyed that. Make sure you go check out my boy A100's Insta, Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, everything. It's got some serious heat coming up in 2025, even to end 2024 off. What you got to say, KB?
Same old, man. Make sure you like, subscribe to the channel. Taking A1. Thank you for watching.
Yo,
A1's going to drop a quick freestyle for them. Let's go.
Let's go.
Don't be shy podcast. Shout out Prince. Shout out KB. Yo, this is different from my other shit. I love them other rappers running quick. I just put a pat down with another bitch. Sick of all the block work. Running round in circles like clockwork. Caught approaching thinking I should drop first. Cut my mother off again. Fuck a lot of friends, chest tight. When I took a L, I need some oxygen. I need to get away. Same clothes as yesterday. Girl don't care cause they'll still call me sexy. Ever felt your phone ring? It's not ringing door. Phantom vibration got me tripping in my prison clothes. You think that I'm like Mans. Lock dropping music. On my lawn coming home, I really need to do this. Or I'm like K-Money. 5-finger discounts, bait money. Bro got a lick, I told him wait for me. Why you think they hate on me? I gotta watch my back. Concrete jungle, snake sliver, better cut your grass. Act on impulse. Ask my pad mate, that nigga held a fistful. Made it clear crystal. I ain't one to play with your lady. Soul crack to Stacy, she set me onto Tracy. I got mini-me's, calling by my replica. That's word on the street, nigga. Don't shoot the messenger. Body set good, I'm trying to see her in some ethicas.